and these kids literally walk out of school and walk right into paddy wagons to go to jail. And we're seeing the whole way. Like that inspired me as like a 20-something-year-old man, like how they were willing to put their body on the line because their parents couldn't, because their parents had to go to work. And their parents like couldn't lose their job because they were supporting the family.
Their parents probably didn't even want them to, in a lot of cases.
Oh yeah, participating was unpopular.
And it was a great media ploy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, let's be clear, it was strategic
It was
too, right?
brilliant.
Like, even some of the most racist people have a hard time justifying. There's a little kids going to jail, you know. So even if they think that the little kids who was who were 10 are actually 15, they can still So it's strategic too.
Maybe if I say real quick, because you made me think about something that's important, and maybe this might be your work. I might be putting this on. But when you talk about identity formation, that's kind of what you pointed to in terms of how we shape our children when they from the very beginning, because that in a lot of respects is what they're going to carry with them. Like knowing that, when I think about the parents and how they're very intentional about letting you know that you're black and you're beautiful. And you as a kid knowing that and hearing that from people that you trust and love versus hearing from other folk, you like, well, I don't care what you say. This is my mom say about me. This is my dad say about me. This is my teacher say about me. This is what my mentor say. When you have enough community telling you that and telling you that from me, because I know for myself that helped me out a whole lot. Knowing that I had a community who was affirming I'll tell them, I love everybody, but I especially love black folk. I got deep love for us. And a lot of that too is because I have a deep love for who I am. And so in that's something that when you talk about how can you help break down systems, it's how you help people how kids can form a strong identity of themselves at a very young age. So that way because again, you're not really that self-love when you get that early, you're not easily broken.
Yeah.
Folks will chip away at you get frustrated. Don't get me wrong, you be ready to fight folks. No lie. I ain't no pastor, so y'all pray for me on that. But there's this, you'll have such this love about yourself that it can't be broken. So I want to pop out of that. That was a good point.
Anna?
So I was wondering how you could apply, or how people are already applying Black Lives Matter to the prison system, and the mass number of blacks who are in prison.
Yeah, sure. So did y'all look at I know you looked at the Black Lives Matter movement website, perhaps. Did you look at kind of their platform of the different things? They're different, yeah. So do you remember what they talked about? Mass incarceration is definitely a part of their platform. It's a part of the movement for Black Lives. Do you remember the things that they talked about there?
Yes, I remember reading about it. I was just wondering what individual people can do, how the movement is affecting that.
Sure. So I think there's a couple of things in terms of mass incarceration. You have people. So one of the kind of local things that we saw happen for Mother's Day is there was a. Did y'all talk about
Mother's Day?
The Black Mother's Day bailout. So what it says is that money kept you in here. So there's a whole bail system. Do y'all know anything about this? Okay, if you get arrested, for, let's say you get arrested for jaywalking, which is an arrestable offense, at least in the state of Georgia. You go to jail, and you are assigned a fee that is required for you to pay if you want to get out before you have to wait trial. So we're all entitled to trial, right? We're all, as American citizens, you are entitled to being able to stand before a judge or go to trial. But because our system is so full, it might be 12 months before that opportunity comes to you. So if you want to go out and walk around as a free person until trial, you have to pay bail. In order to pay bail, you have to have money, right? So let's say you get picked up on simple possession of marijuana. The bail for you that it says $5,000. Now, I ain't got $5,000 just sitting around for me to give to people for me to get out for until my trial comes, right? That's true for many people, right? So what happens is people end up sitting in jail, waiting. Now, you might have gotten picked up for simple possession, and it wasn't even marijuana, right? You might have gotten stopped for having a broken tail light, but the broken tail light had been broken before, and you'd already had one ticket for it. dude, you know, you can't keep getting good tickets for that stupid shit, right? I'm sorry.
You won't be sure. It's all good.
So
Yeah.
like you could be completely innocent and still sit in jail for 12 to 18 months while you're awaiting your trial because you can't pay bail,
Khalif Brown.
right? So there
What was it, 3 years?
He was in jail for like 3 years.
3 years. I mean, there are many, many instances of this, right? So what the Black Mother's Day bailout did is that people got together and they raised money to pay bail for mothers, and they use mothers. I mean, this is a very queer kind of queer organization, in that how we define motherhood was very expansive. So if you mother anybody in some sort of way, then you were eligible. And so for people who were sitting in jail who had these bail fees, there were a group of individual citizens like us who contributed money to put into a pot and bail those women out so that they got out the weekend of Mother's Day. And that work continues, right? So, you know, and they provide wraparound support for them. So like when they came out of jail, I mean, this is the thing about, I work a lot with jail stuff. They will release you, and with the bail system, they don't do this. But other places, they'll release you at like 2 o'clock in the morning and be like, here you go, good luck, here are your clothes that you came in with. And so with this particular system, there were women and people there to meet these women as they came out, you know, got their hair done and got them on a bus or took them to their houses so they could be reunited with their children. Like there's a whole system. They will make sure that they have a car ride back to court. That's really important. You got to show up for your court. Stuff like that. So that's just like one example of individuals pooling together money in order to kind of break down this bail system.